Welcome to Lainey's hair show. This is Fiesta hair. We're going to start by combing out the hair and making a center part down the middle of the hair. I did a sideways part in the front for Lainey's hair, and then I'm going to secure one solid section, and I'm going to make sure the part is nice and straight all the way to the front part of the ear. Then I'm going to brush it out to make sure it's very smooth and then secure the elastic. After tying the elastic, I'm going to make a second section and then a third section, and I'm going to complete that all the way down the back one side of the hair. I really like to make sure my parts are clean and separated, so I take my time on the parts. I believe that if you make the parts very straight, and it makes it better to look like a cohesive style. So I use a brush and a comb to make the parts. The brush is to flatten out the hair and make sure it's secured by the rubber band without any bumps or doesn't lift. So then the first one into the second section, then I'm going to go into the third now, all the way down to about the top of the ear, and make sure that it's very straight. I use the comb. Try not to lift your comb when you're going into the sections. I like to make sure that it looks very, very neat. Then I'm going to go ahead and brush down again and go into the elastic tie back. Once that elastic is secure, I will continue on by doing 3 more sections, and now I have the finished sections here, and I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same on the other side. I like to make sure I have my rubber bands selected. That way I can go ahead and have the exact same colors on each side. It's nice. That's where your creativity comes into play. You get to pick different colors based on what they're wearing. I'm going to go ahead and comb through this section and add a little bit of more gel, and I like to spray down the hair again with water. I don't like to put too much product in the hair. The less product you use, the better it will be on your hair overall. I do use an alcohol-free gel when doing her styles, as well as a lot of water. That way it can, stay well throughout the day. Lainey's a busy little girl, kind of moving and grooving all the time, and then that way I don't have to redo her hair midday or even before we go out at night. So again, I'm going to match the sections on the left side as I did to the right side with the same colored rubber bands, and go ahead and secure those. Make my second part, then my third. Re-wet the water with a spray bottle if you need to. I like to have the scalp of the hair very, very wet. That way it really is easier to manage. Dry hair tends to have little flyaways and different pieces that are not as easy to manage. It can be done, it's just I prefer it to be wet. It makes it easier for me to go ahead and handle her hair. Connect the first pony to the second piece so it becomes one solid ponytail. And as you take out the styles at night, make sure you cut them out. You never want to pull out the rubber bands or rip them out. Grab a pair of scissors and cut them out one by one. It really will have less breakage and will not damage the hair. Pretty picky on my parts. I like to make sure that no other hairs are tangled up into the elastic and into that section. I try to really make it very clean and flat. Again, as I said on the other side, just really want to repeat that throughout the entire look. Then just pull and tie in the elastic. Now I will do the last 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3, and tie them back. And here we have both sides completed exactly the same. Now I'm going to work on 3 strand braids for these bottom sections here. And then I will secure them with some bobby pins and pin them under for the great Fiesta look that we have picked out today. Lainey said no bows. We're going to do a couple of little flowery looking barrettes and put them in the back, which you'll see here in a minute. So just pulling out the 3-strand braid, really making it as tight as I possibly can all the way down to the center, all the way to the end, and secure with an elastic. For this look, you want to go as far as you can with the braid. It makes it for a better look when you go to tie the 2 ponies around. So here I have the right side, and I'm going to do just a simple 3-strand braid. Again, 3 simple sections and braiding over, and all the way to the end as far as you can go with the hair, and then again secure with an elastic. Try to have the elastics ready. That way you don't have to be picking and choosing when you're trying to just get it done and get on with your day. Don't want to make the hair a project, you just want to make it look cute, ready to go. So I just simply folded the braids around the 2 ponytails, and then I secure with bobby pins underneath. This is pretty free creativity here, where you could just kind of select what looks best on the back, and then add in the bobby pins as you need to secure them. That way they stay all day. Then I added 2 little barrettes, and we have completed the look.